Hello again, everybody! Welcome back to our playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, featuring Mr. Panda
and Roxstar!
I, of course, am playing the intrepid protagonist and doing all the narration, whereas Roxstar will be playing all the accessory characters for your entertainment. Entertainment. Getting off to a good start.
Yeah, very good start.
So, when we left off, we were having a dispute between our good friends Natsuki and Yuri here, as you can see, and I have to decide how to proceed. Episode 3, which is the current one that we're recording, does not yet have a title because we're going to make that up right as we upload it, as usual. So, we're going to see how this works.
Yep.
I'm so excited. I've been told we're edging towards some fun. And I will remind you, viewers, that I have not been spoiled for this game yet. Despite all the memes floating everywhere around without context, I have not yet been told or explicitly been made aware of anything that's coming. So, this is anything that I say comes entirely from my own experience with past dating games, and being a longtime fan of the series Higurashi. So, let's dive into it. So, of course, that's going to be... You see, now here's my moral dilemma, because I can't side with either of these girls, as I am a God-fearing Christian man trying to stay on the path of moral righteousness. So the only option that I have left is to shout, "Help me, Sayori!" Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? What is the sound of 3 dots?
Ellipses.
I know what wow, you just gotta ruin my Buddhist my Buddhist musings.
Yes.
I don't know what ellipses is. I also know how to use a semicolon.
Surprising.
But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. Scapegoat! Take one for the Lord, Sayori. How come the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Panda? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
So why are you asking me to help then?
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that's making her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Those aren't even ellipses at this point. Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends! I just want everyone to get along and be happy!
I'm going to click this button, and we're going to be in the middle of a friendship speech.
My friends are wonderful people!
Damn it!
And I love them because of their differences! Natsuki's poems? They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with a such... I'm just gonna move on. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'm standing behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yeah, go try to emulate a good Christian woman. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president.
Because she shouts about boobs.
Yep, I whispered to Monica. Oh, I guess I was supposed to whisper that one. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing for me.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see.
Pop!
Take good care of her, okay?
Nanda!
I would hate to see herself get hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Okay. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Panda, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. To please the Lord!
Panda!
Yes, godless heathen.
Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Uh-huh.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Yeah, that's the line.
Phew! You know, Panda, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the call. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
Yeah, I can tell the pheromones are clogging up the ceiling. That's...
Uh-huh! Every day is going to be so much fun!
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Does it have to? Must it stop there? A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Sayori by my side, a little bit of Natsuki's what I need, a little bit of Yuri's what I see.
Oh my goodness.
This is Mambo number Doki Doki.
The Mambo number Doki Doki.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Or as a sacrificial lamb.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. We get to write another poem!
Yes, yes we do.
Now then, I get a second shot to please God with holy words. Let's take a look at the options here. Of course, the infinite is the first and obvious choice, but is there something else here that might work better? Well, nope. There is no luck, only God's will. Marshmallows are the work of the devil. Doki Doki's terrible. Misery. Portrait King. Nope, we're going with infinite. Sadness, anger, raindrops. Okay, maybe. Nope. Is this just the same options again?
Yeah, in different orders.
Okay. We've already established that God hates depressed people.
Summer.
God likes summer. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, that's a word I haven't seen in a while. Effulgent. Pretty sure that sounds like a foreign word. God hates foreigners, so we're not going to pick that one.
Pure.
God is pure. God is the opposite of kawaii. He is great and terrible in his anger. Well, that's only allowed within marriage, so those two would have to be together, and they can't be, so we're not going to pick either of them. So we're going to go with unending this time. Pleasure is bad. Horror is bad. Romance leads to problems. Heaven sent. Let's go with heaven sent. Now, previously we have picked Inferno because that's where God puts all the bad people.
Eternity.
But eternity sounds much better in this context, so let's pick eternity. Games and agonizing and shame! God deserves your shame. Feel ashamed for watching this game. Boop. Starscape. Together. Well, these aren't looking that impressive, are they? God hates anime! Why is that even on here?
Destiny.
Anime was a mistake. Let's go with... No, because destiny implies forces beyond God's will. This is a tough one. I'm going to say that because the Son of God is like the literal sun, we're going to go with vibrant.
Prayer.
There's no other choice here but prayer.
Time.
No, because time is the devil's plaything. We're going to go with passion because of that awesome, the greatest movie of all time, Mel Gibson's Passion of the Christ. Let's see here. Now, we've picked kitties in the past, so we're not going to pick kitties this time. God likes kitties, but he only likes them every so often. We're going to go with fireflies, because Grave of the Fireflies represented exactly what God needed to happen. Punishing the infidel!
Okay.
Godless heathens. Now then. Wonderful! God is wonderful. Infallible, that's also something that God is. Awesome! That is also something that God is. Well, that's just unholy in a number of ways.
Insight.
There is no need for insight when you are God. You're infallible, omnipotent, and omnipresent. But I think God God invented email so that we could all send Bible verses to each other on a daily basis. It's all about God's will. He moves in mysterious ways.
Well, obviously, covet is not one you can use here.
No, because all of these girls are going to exhibit that covetousness. And covetousness is against God's commandments. So are vacations and lust. But God is all about friends and friendship. So let's take that one. Being good and godly friends. And waiting until marriage.
Hope.
Always wait until marriage. Hope sounds like a good idea. There we go again with that massacre versus disaster stuff. I think we're going to use rainbow! No! Contamination! Spreading like a virus across the whole globe.
Close.
Saving sinners. Atone for your sins!
Wrath.
God's wrath is pretty impressive. But God also forgives. So repent, sinners! And that's how you make a good poem.
Right.
Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Panda!
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
Uh-huh. I'm still...
Take a breath.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which...
Simple things?
I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I don't want to get fat this month. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk, or lack thereof. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that only leaves the one option.
Ah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty!
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Wow!
Laying it on thick there.
I'm the ice master today. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything.
Yes, you were, you lying cow!
It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Panda to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a little mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
I'm starting to get Revolutionary Girl Utena vibes now.
Retribution?
There we go.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil in all of us, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
See? They have confessed their blasphemy on the face of it. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Uh-huh.
Plap!
Kia!
That sounds like a noise that belongs in a different kind of show. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle?
I hope so.
It's because I paid my restitution!
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. Ha 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 ha! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing a reaction, though.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Sayori hugs the cookie. Someone belongs in an institution. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good!
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue!
You're going through a lot just for one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
You looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Natsuki, the straight shooter.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. It was the plan all along!
Hey, did you just seriously do that?
Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Or, to do it in the more appropriate anime villain style.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, could you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where is Monica, anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard of her about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all! You're so strong-willed!
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall.
Oh, I thought that was something else for a second.
To be honest...
Well, my last period was holding me up!
To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense now. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Neither was I.
I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Panda.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, plus a bite of someone else's. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Again.
Panda!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Are you going with Panda to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find some poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Panda?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things. Wow, I cannot talk. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. She's a woman of simple needs. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
You gonna tell me what it is? Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
Ah. A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah. That sounds... kind of dull?
Panda! You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poems like, between my feet. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that!
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Eh? You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know?
I know! I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that! It's embarrassing! But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun!
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey Panda, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission!
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more, so going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what they have in here! Crayons!
Sayori pulls out a full box of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand, too! They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident. Kia!
Again with the Kia! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow!
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. I pulled her from the closet, and this is what we are granted. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Panda!
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Oh, okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Coke and nothing else. It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She's still there. Damn. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
And half empty for some reason. Am I just a douche? Did I drink half of it before I came back in? Like, am I wrong?
No, I see it now. I didn't notice it the first time I played through it.
Sayori opens the cap and oh, okay. No, that's your fault. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it.
She sips it. She doesn't, like, drink half the bottle.
Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Sorry, I forgot.
I mean, she can fit an entire cookie in her mouth. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Panda? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
Eh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways.
I'm not the one on the ground with a lump on my forehead.
Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump.
She got injured because she couldn't find her way out of the closet. Only God can help you, Sayori. Find your way out of the closet.
And I would start crying really hard.
Actually, I guess she'll... never mind.
And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, don't you remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. How is it my fault?! If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Panda! I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Panda? I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up. There's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that.
1 second. Isabella, you're gonna be caught whimpering on the live stream. On the recording. Stop it. I can hear you from all the way over there. You little witch.
Can you check her food and water before you sit down? Maybe that's what she's whimpering and whining about.
No.
Oh.
Like, literally. She has no reason to be whimpering. I just checked it. Ugh.
Alright.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine, don't worry about...
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead onto the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too.
Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Panda.
Oh, well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems?
Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, well that's going to be episode 3. All the... the quips and the congestion. So, we'll see you next time for episode 4. So hopefully you're still going to be sticking with us and enjoying episode 3, because I know we're going to be getting into the good stuff really soon. So, see you next time.